Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Thursday the 28th of March. As we slip towards the end of the month, let's see what's in store then. Well, for today at least, looking at the euro dollar, well, it's continued to sell off. Yesterday I was looking towards this monthly S1 area, which it's hit. It seems to be bouncing on that at the moment. It was a sort of a target for a short that I had, which greedily holding on to at the moment, but may finally dump it. We'll see. But for now, it's sitting around that area. The momentum, the movement of this is really bearish, hence why I've really wasn't seen as a good place to take my profits yet. So looking from the 4-hourly point of view, still quite negative here. There has been support there at 12.44 area, 12.43 area even. There seems to be a supply or sort of a demand area around that level at the moment, but it's been sitting there for long enough that it could finally break, and you can see it on this hourlies here. So into the daily pivot and looking rather soft. It's soft there. Maybe if it breaks beyond that, actually let's say 60-minute charts, 30-minute charts, sorry. Let's have a look and make that 60. There we go. The 60-minute chart. There we go. So, well, that's even nicer. But we do know there's a bit of 30-minute support underneath there. So, just probably needs to break that. And well, maybe we'll see a move down. The S1's not that far below on there. But okay. So, looks bearish at the moment. Bullish, well, what would make me bullish? Not a lot really. I'm finding it difficult. I did go with the upside once this week and regretted that, so it just didn't make the distance. It's a lot easier on the downside. So if it did get a break this morning, push into, for example, that 60.50, I would be looking to short it. Okay, the pound. Let's come out, have a look at the big picture here. Pound consolidated here. It's really not really knowing where to go. It's a dodgy old one to be trading at now. It's been sort of dodgy for a little while, so we've had some good trades off it, but there again, it's also you've got to be just patient and wait your turn, and look even more patient, I should say, and take the opportunities when they arise. But at the moment, it looks like it's coming off a little bit more here. It's looking for the downside. Maybe it's perfectly running to the daily pivot there. S1 looks like a reasonable opportunity. Now, if things do change both on the euro and the pound, you just need to be aware. Again, would I sell the pound? Well, I'd only sell the pound if it hit the R1, I think, this morning. If it pushed up that far, or maybe into that 250 area, but it's been chopping. So it did break the absolute lows, the near-term lows. Probably stop hunting around this area here, although it wasn't just a quick break like previously when we saw this break here, where that would have been stop hunting for the lows here. This was a more sort of holding in there, and we're coming back to that sort of level now. So maybe S1 would be the best opportunity, otherwise to be left. Dollar yen. Dollar yen. Well, this too is well, it's moving down at the moment, which my preference for if the other two were moving down was to see this pushing up, but has had a bit of a movement when you come down the time frame. So it's maybe finding support. I'm not too sure where that support's sitting off of at the moment, unless it's off of lower time frame pivots. No. In fact, even this looks bearish at the moment, which it could be just money running into safety here. So pretty much looking across this, or just 60-minute 4-hourly, momentum's locking in negatives there. So, but it can just so switch at this time of day, and so I'm more wary on the dollar yen. Not really got a particular plan on that. Aussie dollar, well, looking at this, it's just consolidating now, up down, and well, you can see the point of resistance there is that monthly pivot. Solid resistance there. Below that, well, it's got free fall time, so there's no key moving average below. They're all above, so anything would be potentially on the short side, but it's more of a swingers game, the Aussie dollar. Now it may break at some point. Maybe if it's later in the morning, afternoon, it starts breaking down, well, the S1 may be like a good shot. Okay, finally the Canadian dollar. Again, more of a swingers trade for me. I would suggest a swingers pair, currency pair. Intraday it can be less than honest. It does at the moment, looking at this picture, would suggest it could be pushing back up, but consolidating where it is, maybe starting that route now, but it's above its daily pivot, just found support on the 60-minute 34 there, pushing up. Then it could push up towards that high there, maybe yesterday's high, maybe, and the previous high there, and maybe that R1. That's what it looks like it's going to be doing. Things can change during the morning though on the Canadian dollar. So often it starts off nicely and it will switch around. If it were to sell below the trend line at the bottom there, it would be a move back down towards that weekly pivot, I would suggest. Right, that's pretty much it. News wise, I should just run over the news points though. We've got German CPI out this all morning. It comes out right up until about 12:30, 1 o'clock time from the different states. That's inflation coming out for Germany this morning. Thereafter, FOMC speaker from the US at 11:15. When they speak this early, it must mean they're somewhere else. He is in Frankfurt. There we go. Financial Stability Board is speaking at. We've got the US final GDP figures. They can give a little bit of a blip at 12:30, so may have a bit of volatility around there. And then we've got FOMC speakers at 1:30 and 2 o'clock today. One in the Bank of France, oh crikey, and the other one in New Mexico. So they're all over the place, these guys. Goodness, I bet they got a great expense account. Anyway, moving on. Have a great day. I'll be back tomorrow.